Second, we have clicked live. Confirm it. Buster and Shane.
Yeah, see you on now. I see the writing on the wall, it's plain. Ramblings of these madmen going insane. And now I see it clear. They're running and they're hiding because of fear. If I never communicate with logical, if I don't sing, if I don't speak out, if I never receive the logos word. Transcendental numbers and conceptual maps will take you on a journey down a penrose path, and you'll never see it clear. The path that you're on begins in tears. If I don't sing and if I don't speak out, if I never communicate with logical will, if I don't sing and if I don't speak out, if I never receive the logos word. Cast away the shadows and step into light, taking down giants and opening sight. And now I see it clear. The path that you're on ends in fear. don't sing, if I don't speak out, if I never communicate the logical well, if I don't sing, if I don't speak out, if I never receive the logos well.
was good. That was good.
And we are live. Welcome everybody. It is Free for All Friday. They're shouting for an encore of that already. Might be able to do that a bit later. 11 o'clock comes round. We're going to be going to a debate with Ryan, an unknown, but I'm just preparing for that. So everybody, if you want to start talking about whatever you want, not you, Branch, everybody else, up for discussion. We can have a discussion a bit later on about what everybody's predictions about the debate for later. Keep saying that, inverted commas.
Can we define science now so I have a good understanding prior to the quote unquote debate?
Well, you can have your definition of science. I will be giving mine later on. Obviously, it has to be done.
Okay, unless you don't want to talk about this stuff now because you don't want to ruin it for later. But
well, no. I mean, it's good. It's obviously this is one of the ideas of debate. It's meant to bring in conversation.
I thought we were going to be talking about fighting the flat Earth stairs.
That's just you obsessed with that, Branch. Well, I'm particularly more interested in Tommy and the guys with bending horizons, because I don't think I've like, it's one of those things that nobody ever says. Expand your horizons and all of that, but nobody ever tells you to bend them. Curve your horizon. And Tommy, so yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys. I mean, I would say I don't particularly want to be talking about fight the flat Earth's tits, Branch, but
yeah, we'll let the girls bring that up if they want to.
Yeah. Yeah, the global women can do that if they want to compare.
But do you think you and Ryan will be able to come to terms on defining science? I mean, if you can't get past that point, it ends there, right?
Well, I think that's the majority of what is going to be happening is this science, inverted commas. I'm pretty sure we have a different idea of what science is. And it would be a good idea if Ryan had an idea of what he wants to call science.
I mean, so science is something that's in the eye of the beholder, right? Everybody's science is different.
Why do you think that is?
I would disagree.
Yeah, I would disagree as well. But why do
I
you
mean,
think it's in the eye of the beholder, Branch?
Because I'm saying stupid shit.
Is that because you've been in these sort of chat rooms and you've heard a lot of people with a lot of different ideas?
It's the absolute opposite of that. That's why I said it. Oh my god, do you know, like, Bev, you should know when I'm being sarcastic.
Okay, so what is your idea of science then?
It's the study of the natural world, is it not?
No, study is study. It's research.
It doesn't have to be natural. It's just the study of the world.
Originally, I mean, take it back to the origins of the word. Isn't it originally the study of nature, the natural world?
No.
You got
acquisition of knowledge.
There's so many different branches of science.
Yeah, but those are branches. I mean, that's the distortion of the word.
What do you mean? It's still science.
Before we got into any of these things,
Every subject in science is a branch.
You have you.
yeah,
The assurance of
I would say, responding to John, science
this guy's shit.
and
This guy's shit.
study.
I don't think that's actually science. It's more technology.
Yeah, you will see.
Quantum-
Good luck, all.
Wait, what was you talking about?
It says I don't really think that's science. I think it's more technology.
What's technology?
Technology is something completely separate from
I
science.
know, but like, what was the branch you were talking about?
I'm just talking about science, the study of the natural
Oh,
world.
got it. The whole of science is
Nothing to
more
do with
technology than
computers,
it is.
microwaves, cell phones. Talking about just what's out there in nature.
The whole of science is more about technology than it is science.
Well, that's the way you see it. I don't see it that way.
I thought that's what you're
They're
saying. I'm just-
separate.
Okay. I'm still stuck on fucking Craig's tits.
Well, I'd say science is just knowledge, like the acquisition of knowledge. It's how you gain knowledge. That's why there's so many different branches.
You have
I would say that knowledge is not gaining. Process of gaining knowledge is study.
I mean, every
Having-
branch of science, like, have you ever seen like a bunch of
Branch, can
bananas?
you hear paper?
Have you ever seen like a bunch of bananas on a tree?
Sure.
Branch. Can you hear paper?
No.
Okay. You pay more attention. Let go of the mic.
Yeah.
Go ahead, paper.
Is he talking right now?
Yeah, he was talking. You cut him off.
Study is a process of learning, and learning is a process of gaining knowledge, of course. But knowledge itself, it is what you know already, not what you are searching for, just knowing. So knowledge is separated from study. There are two different things. And knowledge, and it is science, what you know already, and you know what you have proven. If something is proven and you know this proof, it is knowledge. If it is not proven, it is just belief. And you know what you have proven, and you know the proof, it is knowledge.
Who's that?
Someone is listening me, I think, and from YouTube, because there is delay. I can hear myself from someone's YouTube, I think.
Yeah, it's John. It's John.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm with you, paper. There's a process of I'd say the process of gaining knowledge. You don't have the knowledge to start off with, but in order for you to get that knowledge about something, there's a method, a process that you have to go through in the acquisition of knowledge.
That would
Hey,
be
sorry about the feedback. Do you know why I'm not hearing Paper through Discord?
Have you got him muted? Or sometimes you might have to leave it. Discord does these sort of things.
Okay. All right. I'll leave and come back.
I will. I
I
would
think that's
say
Paper's fault. Paper, why'd you fuck him up like that, bro? That ain't cool.
Yeah, you just cut him off again. Go on, Paper.
I would say that gaining knowledge is not knowledge yet.
Yeah.
What you know already, for example, proof. For example, your proof. This is knowledge about horizontals because you have it proven. You can prove it to anyone. You can communicate this proof to anyone. So you are communicating your knowledge, not your statement or your assertion or your belief, but your knowledge. So it has to be already proven. But learning or studying, it is gaining knowledge. And if you are gaining knowledge, you still don't have it yet. So knowledge, I think, it cannot be gaining knowledge.
Science can also be exploration, right?
No, this is study, still study. Science is knowledge, all what you know.
Okay,
If
so
you
you
know,
say exploration is gaining knowledge. Okay.
for me, it is what you know, not what you are gaining.
Wait. So exploration is not science?
Exploring, it is like searching. You are looking for something. If you are looking for something, you don't know all. If you are, for example, exploring some area, you don't know yet fully this
So it's
area.
not science until when?
I am referring only to word, what science mean. It is from Latin, scientia. It is just knowledge, what you know.
But if I know a recipe, that's not science.
If you know what?
A recipe?
Recipe. If you know recipe, it is knowledge.
Yeah, the process of you putting that recipe together, you would be doing science, right? You would be using your knowledge to have what you call an experiment or whatever. You'd be placing the correct things in the correct order to come up with a conclusion, a thing at the end.
And you consider that science.
This is practical knowledge. For example, in music, you can know theory of music, but you cannot play, for example, instrument. So you don't have practical knowledge, but you have theoretical knowledge about music.
Yeah, but you don't need to know theory to play music.
No, you have to know something at least.
You just need to know the relationship between the spacing.
Playing instrument is applying your theoretical knowledge about music. You know how to play, but if you are sleeping, you are not playing actually. So you are not applying this at the moment. But if you are already playing at the moment, you are applying this knowledge. You are practicing it.
I think you guys are confusing the fuck out of what science is.
Go on to you then, Branch.
Just don't complicate it. Science is just fucking shit.
Come on, Branch. You can do better than that.
Well, no, science is just all the shit. Just all the shit.
Oh, come on.
That's the best way to explain it. There's no fucking like my man's trying to tell me that when you're exploring, that's not science. Like everything is fucking science, my man.
Many things are science. I didn't say that theory is not a science. Yes, it is, but practical science is also science, but
If
different.
you're a kid and you're exploring a pool,
Don't get
are you
triggered,
are
Brad. Come
you
on, what is science to you? Join in the conversation.
Hey, Bev, can you chill out a bit? You're a little excited, my man. I get it, you're trying to put a show on, but
Branch. You're all right, Branch. How you doing, mate?
what's up, man?
Just try to keep the swearing down a little bit, please, mate. Thank you.
Did I swear?
Another example, for example, surveying. A surveyor has to know something in theory, but then he's going outdoor and in the field, he's applying his theoretical knowledge in practical knowledge. He's doing something, and he may be a bad surveyor if he is not applying this knowledge well, and he's measuring not correctly, not setting, for example, instruments properly. So even if he knows what he has to do, he's not actually doing it well. So his practical science or practical knowledge would be not good, but theoretical can still be good. So this is like science, theoretical science and skill to apply it. There are two different things. So, of course, you can be good surveyor, and you have good theoretical knowledge and good skill to apply this knowledge. So you are both theoretically good and practically good.
Would you consider writing music a science?
Writing, like composing, it is applying your knowledge.
But
yes,
there is a science behind it though. Like-
it is similar. It is like that's
Well, what I'm talking about, like, is we know certain tones scientifically that work well together, and scientifically we can say that having a tune this way is more likely to be appeasable to people's ears.
yes.
So you can say that the composure of music can be a science.
Yes, but like practical science. So in ancient times, they divided it into skills, skills and science. That's why, for example, trivium and quadrivium is called septem artes, arts, 7 arts. It is skill.
What about cooking? Is cooking a science?
Knowledge how to cook, yes, but actually cooking, it would be a skill.
So
Or
when I
science.
went back to my original thing when Bev asked me like what is science, I said it's just shit. Is that's probably the best definition of what science actually is. It's everything.
That's for I think best is science is knowledge. So what you know, if you know how to cook, you are a good cook.
Does that make you a good scientist? See, this is where I'm confused.
In that field, yes, yes, of course.
You don't even like today. There's so much science involved with food today. It's crazy. Like if you look at gastro cooking, oh my god, that's nuts. It's all about science.
It's some kind of science, yes, and even in the Bible, it was mentioned that people who were making, for example, Ark of Covenant and this tabernacle of meeting or whatever it is
I
called.
mean,
in
even
English.
farming,
Wait,
even
wait,
fa-
wait. And they were called wise. They had wisdom because they were skilled in something. So you can be wise in even in cooking. So
I mean, even farming, right? Like,
yes,
so, okay, name something that's not science.
doing things without knowing. For example, like walking. If you are walking, you are just, it is just reflex. You don't think about it, what you are doing. So I would not refer this to science.
But the knowledge from getting from point A to point B would be? See, I'm really getting confused on this.
Yes, knowledge, if you know the distance between 2 points, this is knowledge. So yes, knowledge is science.
So knowledge is synonymous with science.
For me and for Aristotle, yes.
Okay, I'm just, this is new to me. I'm just trying to get an understanding.
He's just saying like an obtuse action isn't science, which is kind of correct.
And that's why I object, for example, what Flatsoid and Fight the Flat Earth said. They agreed that mathematics is not a science. So for me, it was stunning because if Flat Earther and Globe Earther are agreeing that mathematics is not a science, I am sorry. We are going nowhere.
I'm with you. It's like the idea of what is science. What do you think science is, Branch? Are you gonna give us an idea? Because I'm feeling this is gonna come up quite a lot soon.
Hi guys, can I interject for like 5 seconds?
Go on.
Timer's running.
I think mathematics is science, but it is formal science. It's not natural science, so it's a language.
No, mathematics to me is the most natural. Are you talking about numbers?
Yeah, numbers and the symbols that govern, like the whole
That's
notation.
arithmetic, though, isn't it?
So it is arithmetics.
Yeah.
So branch
It
of
is-
mathematics.
It helps us to describe physics and chemistry. Like,
What, the numbers?
Physics.
What you mean sea level being 0?
yeah,
It's
that's
close.
exactly what I mean.
It's closer to a language than I mean, for sure, it's not natural science. That's absolutely certain. And I think as to what it is, it's closer to a combination of language and logic.
Yeah, it's a process, reasoning.
It actually depends on how. Like, would you say that? I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'm thinking about the different. Like, calculus is still a fucking language, right? And all that. It's all languages. It is. Mathematics. You can say that you got to be scientifically minded to understand it, but essentially,
Yeah, that's
is more of a language.
You don't even know how to describe science.
I would argue that when you say that you have to be scientifically minded is a like a colloquialism.
Hold on. Bev asked me originally, what do you think science is? And I gave you the best explanation.
What, numbers?
No, I said it's just shit.
Yeah, exactly. But like
Right.
when people
But
like you, when people
talk,
like you
the more
start
we
calling
talk, right?
people science deniers, do you
But
mean they're
the
just
more we talk,
denying
you
shit?
see how
I mean,
accurate
is it that accurate? And
it is? Like, seriously, the more we talk, it's becoming very accurate.
So people are denying shit that you can't even
No, no, no,
define
no,
or
no.
describe.
Why don't you tell me why you think science isn't just shit?
Science is knowledge. It's the acquisition of knowledge. There's a process but that you need to be able to describe this process to other people. The transferal of knowledge, to me, is science. So science is the way that you can describe how you transfer knowledge from one person to the other.
But why do I need to describe it to some motherfucker? Like, if I'm a scientist and I'm researching my own thing, I don't need to describe that shit to no one. I'm still doing science.
What is science to you? Please have a go at describing actual science.
Let's say I don't know, I'm cutting away a part of a DNA strain, and I'm attaching it
You
to.
what?
Let's say I find the part of your DNA that makes insulin, and I cut that out and I put it into a pig's white blood cell. So now the pig's white blood cell will start making insulin. Now I'm doing all that shit by myself, not writing it down, just doing it. I'm doing science. I'm not transferring my knowledge to anyone. But that's science that I just did, isn't it?
I don't know. It sounds like you're getting a piece of wood and you're chopping a piece out and you're putting a table leg on a different table or something like that.
Yeah, I did say a pig's thing, but like that's how we make insulin today, bro. Like we got a bacteria and we took the human way that we made insulin, we shoved it in a bacteria, and now we got bacteria that make insulin. Science, motherfucker.
So it would be applying, because to do that, you have to know what you are doing. And this knowledge is science. What
Why
you
aren't
know.
books in school identified as English science, geographical science, so on and so forth?
Yes, because science, it means knowledge, has different subjects or objects rather. So if we are talking about physical objects, it would be physics and the behavior of physical objects. And if we are talking, for example, about logic, this is, it may be science about logic.
Science of
You know-
reasoning logic is.
Yes. So how to think? You are thinking about your thinking. This is kind of knowledge. And for example, numbers, yes. Adding, subtracting, this is knowledge. Yes, also. And astronomy, you know how stars move. You can calculate, for example, eclipses or whatever. Yes, this is another branch of knowledge, of science, of course. And biological knowledge and medicine. Yes, this is knowledge, so science, of course.
So what do you think, Branch? Because I totally agree with that. Not if knowledge is a thing, then the acquisition of that knowledge and the transferal of it is in multiple different ways. There is loads of different ways that you can transfer that knowledge for different subjects.
I just want to say hello.
Hi, Rob.
Hello.
Okay.
But beside this, that knowledge can be applied to anything. Same, the very word knowledge means what you know, what you have in your head.
So a newborn baby would be considered a completely unscientific entity then, right?
Yes, because yes,
Okay, I'm starting to get it. Okay. I mean, I'm starting to understand it this way. Okay.
according to Aristotle, yes. So he called it our intellect as tabula rasa. It means naked table. Nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
And in that manner, he is in opposition to Plato, who stated that we have knowledge from beginning, from, let's say, conception. And it is in us, in our intellect, but not realized, but it is already there. And Aristotle disagreed with him.
Aristotle disagreed with that?
Yes, he said that we are really empty at this state of conception, for example.
Yeah, Socrates was I know nothing. So Plato was a detachment of that.
Plato stated that we have ideas, ideal forms of things, and we can see only representations of these ideas in reality. And so we are not really learning, but we are just like recollecting and actualizing them in our mind when we see them. And Aristotle said, no, it is not true. We have to learn. And I agree with Aristotle, of course.
Yeah.
Don't touch Aristotle, please.
So the first man or woman had to acquire that knowledge from somewhere, and it would have to be from the creator then, paper?
I think that's what Plato said, right? Plato's idea was all knowledge was already known. You just had to rediscover it.
Yes, and yes, Aristotle disagreed, and we are learning from our experience and other people.
Interesting.
I kind of wish all knowledge was fucking known. Then I wouldn't have to study calculus.
Calculus. You do calculus, do you? What do you do that for?
In high school.
Oh, that's at high school. That was a long time ago, wasn't it, Branch?
Yeah.
You're not holding on to those childlike memories, are you?
We're still studying, right?
You're still studying calculus, are you?
No, but what is this weird calling me to the conversation thing that you're doing, right, bro? Like, just chill out.
You did it. You came in. You said calculus.
Yeah, but oh yeah, you're right.
He didn't actually want to talk about calculus. He just wanted to sound smart. Like, I know calculus and I shouldn't have learned it because I already know it.
Motherfucker, calculus is shit you learn in high school. You don't have to be fucking smart to know calculus.
Oh, brilliant. Is that where, like, Rumpus learns his geometric calculus that he keeps going on about? Because you do realise there is a group of people that have all sorts of contradictory
I think
things.
I'm trying to wonder how he's using geometric calculus, but like, I'm pretty sure that all the calculus he's using for these flat Earth fucking discussions is high school level fucking calculus.
Calculus for flat Earth discussions.
Calculus is
don't
basically
have
just
those.
describing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Branch is a flat earther now?
Yeah.
What? right? The only thing calculus is doing is just describing the areas on the curves.
They didn't teach you that at school,
Or
did
the
they? That it
gradients
was
of-
flat Earth calculus.
Or the gradients of curves, right? That's basically all calculus is.
Go on, basically.
It's the area
I think
under
he
a
missed
curve,
your question,
or
Bev.
it's the gradient of a curve. That's it.
The gradient of a curve. Calculus.
Yeah. The angle.
The angle. I'm not too sure
This
about
is
that.
Angles probably a bad way. Gradient's a better way to say it.
I think we may have a different understanding of calculus as well, here, Branch.
I don't know. Maybe.
Have you got a different calculus within the your flat Earth community?
Yeah. That's what's up.
Right. Okay. So we've got a contradictory calculus specifically designed for your flat Earth discussions.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Bev, come on, man. You really think that?
I don't know what calculus is going to do with it.
I mean, why ask me such a fucking retarded question?
Do you think it's a form of science? Calculus.
Calculus? We already had this discussion whether or not math is a science or.
I think that's what brought it in
Language.
because,
I
people
would say
saying about
when it
flat
comes
side and
down to
flat
like,
flat Earth.
no, it's a bit of both. You know what I mean? Like, you use math to describe science, but
You use math to
understanding of
describe
that
science.
mathematics requires a scientific type of mind.
Would you say that geometry is a form of science then?
I don't know. Fuck it. Why not?
Okay,
Like,
so-
why not? It's like, who cares?
Well, if you're trying to
Like,
find out
why-
what
like,
science
are we,
is, then
are we honestly, Bev? Are we just gonna sit around and describe shit and define shit and put shit in buckets? What the fuck does that do?
free for
Let's
all
put
Friday,
everything in
Rance.
buckets. You know what? Let's figure out the word science and put in a bucket, and then let's figure out the word math and put in a bucket. What's the next word you want to
just
figure out?
personal. No.
Do you want to figure out art?
Personal. Everybody can have their own ideas about
do you want
these
to put
things.
art in?
We're just asking you for your.
What about
Input.
exercise? Which bucket do you want to put exercise in?
I wouldn't know. Within the
What about
discussion of
love?
science.
Which bucket do you want to put love in?
Not within a science
Let's just
bucket.
keep
no.
talking about defining shit over and over and
We're
over.
not talking about
Then
defining
one
shit.
day
We're
we'll
just
keep
asking
defining
you
stuff
what science,
long
your
enough.
opinion
We
of
may
science
figure out what
is.
shape the earth is.
We're not talking about the shape of the earth. Like, we're not in this flat earth thing that you keep talking
We're
about.
definitely not.
We're
I don't understand
separate
why
from
you-
that
why you-
at the minute. We're just talking about science.
I know, but you keep coming at me and telling me, why don't you define this, motherfucker?
No, we're not.
And it's
I'm
like,
just
bitch,
asking
it's
you for what your
retarded.
opinion is. It's okay.
My-
If you can't keep up, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I can't, bro. You're way too smart for me.
It's not about smartness. We're just asking you if you can define what you think science is. You seem to have a problem with other people's ideas and when they say what science is.
If we know definition, we may understand what person is talking about. Because if we have different definitions, using some word may make confusion, because you understand this word differently than me, and then I cannot understand what we are talking about because I have different definition of the word.
What is it? A bit like the word level.
Yes, for example, level.
Yeah.
When I say level, I mean straight. But some people, when they say level, they think curve.
Yeah. You know that they think curve, right? That's the part of it. If you know that they think something different, you can structure your conversation differently to try and accommodate their that different word. So you can use a different word.
Yes, and that's why this discussion would start from definitions. That's the beginning.
The terms.
Define things. To gain common ground.
So now to get upset about, Branch, that is the way we work here. Talk
I'm
with
not
each other.
upset, bro.
Okay. It sounded like you were.
No, I don't know. It was just I just don't like it when like the conversation becomes more about just trying to define stupid words.
Well, it's not really
Like, who
stupid
gives a
word, is
fuck
it?
about the words? Like,
Well,
honestly,
Branch, I'm
science
going
is
to a
not-
debate tonight where
Yeah.
they're going to want to talk about science. Does science more accurately represent something? So it does really matter for us as a term.
Who are you debating against?
Ryan Anderson.
Who's that?
Don't know. Red's Rhetoric is allowing. How would you feel?
Is he a globe earther or is he a flat earther?
Oh no, he's representing the globe.
Okay, but he is like, does he know his science or is he?
I haven't got a clue. That's why we're talking about it tonight. I mean, you don't seem to know what science is, so how do you think somebody like he would do?
You know, I wish I knew what science was.
Or you wish you knew how to express your thoughts about science.
Well, you just told me I don't know what science is, right?
Well, I don't know. Can you express
Didn't
us?
didn't you just say you don't know what science is?
Can you express to us, Branch? So then we might have a knowledge of your knowledge.
Oh my god! What the fuck up? I thought you was telling me what I know. Like originally you said, Branch, you don't know what science is, right? And I was like, yeah, okay, I don't know what science is.
Okay.
Are you trying to make a point or are you asking me a question?
Your sophistry won't work, Branch. I was asking you whether you knew what science was and whether you could tell us.
Wait. You want me to tell you what science is?
I want you to tell me what you think science is. Like we've expressed to you our thoughts about science. Do you have yours? And are they different? How are they different? All of that sort of stuff.
Really?
Yeah, your rhetoric's pretty poor.
I literally thought that's what we just talked about 2 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like you asked me the same question you asked me when we first started talking.
And you said something
about you asked in the same
replacing table legs from one table to another.
I know, but bro, at least ask the question in a slightly different way.
It's getting boring, Branch, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying.
So we're finished with the science one. I'll do it later on, and can you predict what you think some guy that you've never heard of might think that he thinks science is? How would you go with that one?
He's gonna talk about the measurable shit about like
measurable, like geometry type stuff.
Like basically is measuring a reaction to, something causing a reaction. That's
measuring something.
Maybe
to
that's
something
what causing
a reaction.
Or he could be like me. He could be like me and just answers it right off the bat and just says shit. Which would be the best way to answer it? Science is everything. So I would actually say that if he starts talking about stupid shit, you should walk in his back. You know what, brother? Science is just shit. Science is everything. And then go on the same rant I went on. and tell him like, what about art?
But it
Is
was a
art
rant then. You are admitting it was a rant.
What the fuck else was it? It was like, what is the difference in your mind between a rant and a discussion? Why the fuck do you have to define
Discussion goes two ways,
fucking
really,
word?
doesn't it? It's between two
No,
people.
no,
A rant
Bev,
is just...
Bev. I didn't realize, like, again, this is the first time I've been in your room for the last, like, what, 8 months? And you're annoying the fuck out of me, bro.
Oh, well. That's
Like, you're
bad, isn't it?
literally just trying to ask me to define fucking words. Like, seriously, man? Are you gonna get in this fucking conversation with this dude and just tell him to define stupid words? Is that your argument?
No, it's not an argument at all. It's coming to terms. at
You're
the
gonna
beginning,
sit there and be
Brent.
like,
I mean, what's
well,
up
can
here?
you define this? Can you define that? What do you think this means then?
No, that's not the way debates work, is
That's
it?
exactly the way you fucking talk, though.
It's free for all.
That's the way
Friday,
you're talking to
Brent.
me right now, at least. And I don't appreciate it, man. Step it up.
But we are not debating. That's why. Because
No, but there's this attitude where he's trying to like catch me out on some shit. It's weird.
It's just defining the words that you're using, that's all. Just so that everyone knows what you're talking about, Brian, that's all.
Maybe I'm getting pissed off for no reason. But Bev, I think it's more about your attitude.
Just sit back for a minute.
My
Sit back for a
attitude.
minute.
I
chill out.
don't even think it's about what he's saying, it's his attitude that's pissing me off.
Attitude.
Yeah.
As soon as
Not
this
attitude,
as
he's just
soon as this
talking.
thing went live, his attitude changed.
You're funny, Branch.
I'm fucking real, bitch.
Yeah. In order for you to get around having a definition or giving us your understanding of science, you go on this sort of personal attack as a
guess
way of getting out of sort of doing
Yeah,
that.
you're totally right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's typical. I mean, I've seen it quite a lot.
Absolutely.
So can you imagine? You'd imagine that he goes for measurements of
100%.
things.
100%.
Right, that's good. So he has a different, obviously, he has a different understanding of science than we do.
Yep.
So that's where it's going to be.
Undoubtedly. Undoubtedly.
Same as you like have a different
Always.
understanding of
Always.
straight line. And can we go? What about horizon, Branch?
I don't know. Talk about horizons if you want.
Yeah, is that straight?
Are you gonna ask him to define a horizon?
Well, I'm asking you at the minute.
You're gonna ask him what does a horizon mean?
No, I'm
And you're
asking
looking like,
you,
what the
Branch.
fuck you
Branch,
want me to
I'm
you want
asking
me to
you.
define a horizon for you?
No,
Bro,
I'm
why
asking
don't you
you,
define-
Branch, if you let me ask you, right? Is the horizon straight or curved? It's a pretty simple thing.
Fucking horizon, bro. I
Do
don't
you
give
think?
a fuck what shape it is.
So you can't, it's not a shape, is it? Straight or curved isn't shapes. Shapes are things like circles and triangles and squares. They're what you call shapes.
What are you trying to do with this chat?
Simplify things, Branch.
Like, are you trying to call me out and talk about flat earth
No,
shit?
just trying to simplify things. It's just a straight line. Do you think a straight line's flat earth shit? Or like, why are you obsessed with flat earth, man? What's going on?
He's more obsessed than I am.
Yeah. It's just a straight line. The horizon, Branch. Is the horizon a straight line or
the horizon
a curved
is
line?
a fucking triangle.
Brilliant. You've been at this for how long? Branch is a regular at the Discord, or do you go to other places, Branch, to discuss your? I don't know. What is it that you discuss?
I learned that the horizon is a triangle all by myself. I didn't need no help from no one to figure that out.
Branch, what do you specialise in? What would you say your best topic is?
Triangles.
Okay, this is your assertion, but how can you prove it?
I don't need to prove it.
Yes, because
Right? I mean, okay. So, Bev, what is a triangle?
A shape with 3 straight lines connecting 3 points together.
What is
it
what?
has
Wait, when you
180
say,
degrees.
well,
or the
what
sum
do you
of 2
mean?
right angles.
What do you mean by straight lines?
You don't know what straight is.
No.
Wow.
Can you describe?
There is
I need you
no
to tell me
curvature.
what
It
straight
is
lines
the
are.
shortest distance between 2 points in reality, with 0 curvature.
Is what, a line?
A straight line.
Okay, so if you have 3 of them, what shape do you get?
Depends on where you put them.
3 lines intersecting, and they have angles and sides, straight sides. This is triangle, and this sum of the angles is 180 degree.
If you have 3 lines.
You're not going to get
Do you know
confused about a triangle now as well, are you, Branch?
No, I think
You're just not going to agree with the last
if you don't
two
know what a
definitions.
straight line is.
Before we can really understand a horizon, we need to understand what a triangle is. Right?
Is that the shape of your horizon, is it?
How do you measure angles?
Is that the shape of your horizon?
You know, this
triangle.
paper's 100% correct that the
You're not gonna
internal
answer.
angles of
Have you been drinking, Branch?
we
do have a no drinking rule here. It sounds like
I'm sorry, but
you've
the
lost
internal
yourself.
angles,
It's not the sort of conversation we have around
the
here.
internal
Branch.
angles of a triangle should always add up to 180 degrees.
They do.
But how-
It's not they should.
how-
They do.
Well, okay, can you tell me what an angle is?
Should.
Good morning, all.
I mean, hold on, Bev. I want Bev to tell me what is the definition of an angle.
Helgi. Welcome back, Helgi.
Is Helgi here to bail out Branch?
Come on, Bev. No, it's not about
He does
bailing me
need
out.
some help.
I don't need bailing out. But hey, Bev, why don't you describe to me, please, because I want to make sure we understand triangles 100% correctly. What is the definition of an angle?
Is the level? Sorry, is the horizon a straight line or a curve?
You know what?
That's the
Before we
question.
get too far,
No. Let's cut all that
we
shit.
need
We
to
all know
understand
what's
what
going
an
on.
angle is.
We don't want to waste our time, mate.
What? Are we not trying to describe every fucking little thing?
This is a simple question. Is the horizon straight or is it curved?
It's a triangle, motherfucker. I told you already.
Is the horizon a triangle?
Have you seen the horizon lately?
That's not the answer to the question. Is the horizon straight or is it curved?
Okay, that same question was asked
They can't.
to me
they
about
can't answer simple
that same
questions.
question's been
about
asked 3
straight
times now, and I
lines.
gave you the same answer 3 times. I'm not gonna answer the same motherfucking question
Well,
again.
you didn't answer.
Yeah, Helgi, I did answer the same fucking question 3 times.
No, you didn't. You answered it with a question.
No, I didn't. I said
I asked you.
the horizon
you
is
asked
a
me,
triangle. The
and you
horizon
asked
is
me,
obviously
have you seen a horizon?
the horizon is observably a triangle.
Yeah. So we know now that we can count out anything that Branch says, as if we didn't already know it. But for anybody new to this arena or new to Branch, this is Branch. This is the sort of conversation you get when you go in Discord rooms
Bev,
where
Bev,
else is it that you go? Branch, is it?
You took
Is it
the
anywhere
attitude.
else that you practice this
You took a
art?
bad attitude towards me, motherfucker, and that's
Are
why.
you describing the hump?
No, it's observably it's a triangle.
How is it a triangle? I don't observe any
No,
triangle.
don't think too deep into it, man.
No, you say it's you observe it as a triangle. How does that work?
No, I
Is it
would
not
ask.
a fucking triangle? What is it then?
I
If it's
would
not
No,
a
I said
triangle,
how
what?
does that work?
If the horizon is not a triangle, what is it?
I don't see no triangle at the horizon.
So what do you see?
I see the horizon. I don't see no
It
triangle.
doesn't look like a fucking triangle.
No, it looks like
Like
the horizon.
go. You know what? Go outside and look at the horizon right now and tell me you don't see a triangle.
I don't see a triangle. I'm not
No,
imagining.
go look. Go look.
At the
Yeah.
beach, it looks like water.
It looks like water. It looks like the horizon. Doesn't look like a triangle. Have you ever been on the ocean? It doesn't look like any
No,
triangle.
like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure we're looking at the same type of horizon.
Well, what is a horizon?
Exactly. Hey, Bev, can we define horizon,
What
please?
about what about
No,
the
I'm
true
asking
horizon?
you. I'm asking you to
What about
define it.
the true horizon?
Bev is the he knows how to define shit really well.
No, we just asked you. Do you think it's a straight line or a curved line? That was it. Very simple.
I think there's a point in the middle and it forms a triangle.
There's a point in the middle.
You think? You said
Does the
that you can
triangle
see
does the
that.
triangle start? Does the point start from your view or does it end at your view?
How can there not be a point at the center of the horizon?
Are you in the triangle that you're
Like if you
imagining
like
yourself?
okay.
Because you're imagining
The only reason when you look at a fucking beach, right?
triangle start.
It looks flat, but let's say that you replace the beach with parallel lines, right? Then wouldn't the horizon actually be a triangle? Where
No, there's no
every
no triangle.
the center of it.
I don't know where you're
I can't
getting this
believe I
triangle.
fucking
Where
read
is
this
where is
segment.
this?
I was totally bullshitting.
Where is this triangle you're talking about? Where is it?
So look, let's say you replace the entire ocean with parallel lines, right? Perpendicular, like looking out towards the horizon. Now, over distance, won't all those lines actually converge
No. No, they won't.
and form a fucking triangle?
No, they won't. I just said no.
Well, you know what? Okay, so when I said all the lines, let's scratch that. But won't the lines
Bruh.
actually
What?
form a triangle?
No, they won't. Have you ever been on a long road with two roads? Do they ever collide, make a triangle? No. They're straight. What are you talking about?
Branch trying his sophistry.
I'm not even a flat earther. I mean, what's going on?
Nobody's a flat. There's not many flat earthers around here.
You can call me a flat earther if you want, but it's not actually flat. It's not two-dimensional, but you know what I mean.
Branch is just showing the sophistry that's rife in this arena.
Anyways, how are we all today?
Yeah, good to have you back. How have you been?
Better than I deserve.
By the way, Branch said that it is observable. So we expect some pictures of horizon being triangle.
Yeah, not from Branch.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Hey, can I ask a question of Bev?
Yeah.
So you got another debate tonight?
Yeah.
So they asked you to come back, or is it different people?
No, this is some unknown guy that's
If you use this whole triangle,
Ryan, shut the fuck up.
he's decided he wants to do this debate thing, and Red's Rhetoric obviously can't do it on his own, so he's having this other guy do it.
do you want me to go on there with you, Bev?
No, I'm fine.
It's so funny.
I suspect that if there will be also Red's Rhetoric and Fight the Flat Earth, it may happen that this Ryan is only a bait to draw you in,
Yeah.
but you will not discuss with him, but with both of them, Reds and Fight the Flat Earth. So it may happen that it will occur, that thing.
Hey, Bev,
Not Ryan, but Reds and Fight the Flat Earth.
Hey, Bev, did you understand my argument about the triangle thing?
No, that's not an argument, Branch. You should listen into logic and all of that we do.
I was gonna say though, it'd be fucking hilarious if you used that same argument with this dude. I don't think he would have a way to answer you back the same way you don't.
Use something so stupid.
Oh, Bev?
Rise of the triangle.
Sound check. 1, 2.
It's pretty muffled.
It's funny, bro. No?
No.
Oh,
Take 2. 1, 2. Sound check. 1, 2.
That sounds a little bit better.
Only a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Wait. Say 1, 2, 3.
So, Bev, are you having another debate, you said?
Yeah.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Can I ask-
Obviously, inverted commas, bunny ears debate.
Take him in with you, bro.
What are you debating?
He can help.
Can I ask?
The question I think he has, it's on the thing, was something like, does science more accurately represent a flat stationary or spherical rotating Earth?
All right.
So you was gonna
Alright.
you was gonna walk in and start asking me to define science.
Are you having this debate with sophists?
Yeah, obviously.
And what are you doing right now? Are you having a little something for brunch before you go for dinner?
This is just a warm up. I'm preparing myself.
Yep.
He's lubing up.
When is the main the main event?
11 o'clock in like 2 hours.
That's GMT, right?
Yeah.
And will you be streaming it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I can pick it up from this here.
I'll be
Discord.
doing another stream, a YouTube stream after this one. So I'll end this one at 11 and then go bring the other one.
Okay,
up.
but you'll keep the Discord up, correct?
The Discord will be up, but I'm not too sure whether everyone will be. I won't be in the Discord.
Okay, I see.
I'll have to go over to wherever.
Yeah, but we'll be in the Discord talking shit about Bev.
Cool. Thanks. Should I say good luck or have fun? I'm gonna say have fun.
Have fun. Yeah.
Have fun.
I will.
Yeah.
Hey Bev, is it cool if we're in the Discord just mocking you?
Mocking me. Oh,
Yeah.
I won't know, will I?
Exactly. So it's cool, right?
Well,
I don't want you getting mad afterwards.
you'll have to. Well, it'll be the people that you're in the Discord with. They might have had enough
Oh,
of you by then.
I'm not overly mean. I just, if you're a dick to me, I'll be a dick back. It's about your attitude, my man.
My attitude, or your attitude. You seem the one that you seem awfully upset.
It was the way you
Bunch.
asked the questions. It wasn't the questions I was asking.
You get very aggressive.
Nobody's been a dick to you.
See, I'm very sensitive.
That sounds like a branch problem, not a Bev problem.
Are you saying this is in about what, 50 minutes?
An hour, 2 hours ish.
2 hours, hour and 50 minutes.
Yeah. 6, is it 6 p.m.?
Eastern.
Eastern, yeah.
Yeah, that'll only be 3 p.m. Pacific for me. I'll still be hard at work, staring at brake pads.
Bev, I think you'll do a great job.
Yeah, I hope he does better than you.
I do too.
He's meant to be a complete noob, you know. He's never done this before.
And that's why.
I hope he studied your work.
What's going to be the crux of your argument to him?
My argument?
Yeah.
I'll save that for the debate. What do you think his argument's going to be?
Smart.
If he's new, he's probably really. If this is his first one, right? He's probably super fucking prepared. Like he's probably wrote down everything he's going to talk about, right? So, if I was you, what I would do is talk about crazy shit that he's not prepared for. Don't talk about the normal stuff. Like honestly, like the way I was talking about the whole fucking horizon being a triangle, if you fucking attack him with some bullshit like that, he won't know how to react, and then you win the debate.
You didn't even know how to react because we asked you for some evidence for this stupid claim, and you just, you don't understand. Just a bunch of horizontal lines that turn into a triangle. Driving me nuts, Branch.
Rob, are you that fucking retarded?
It's because Branch has learned all of his tactics from all of those chat rooms that he's been in. How many years have you been doing this, Branch, to not have anything to come forward with?
Except to call me retarded.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like...
Ad hom, is that the best you've learned?
I mean, yeah.
Because you can't show us this triangle horizon.
No, I mean,
That's
I
ridiculous.
I can. Like, you know when you take a piss?
Yeah. I'm not too sure we need...
Just way off in the weeds, Bug. Forget it, Branch. Bye.
Like, you guys should already know, don't ask me questions like that. I'm going to give you a stupid answer back.
Yeah, because that's all you know, right? You've been in
I think
this
it's
for
retarded
years,
to fucking
Branch.
talk about this
How
stupid
many
shit.
years have you been doing
I
this
come
for,
here to
Branch?
fucking listen and comment.
Let the audience know how long you've been
Ask
doing
me
this for.
questions. I'm not going to give you straight answers.
Uh-huh.
What do you want? You want me to fucking debate the fucking shape of the earth with you? Have you ever heard me debate the fucking shape of the earth?
Just something about a straight line, Branch. Well, what have you been doing, Branch?
What is a straight fucking line, Bev?
Pitle sıkıştır. Amına kodum taksi dur. Dur ananı sikerim.
Evet, dengesi bozulacak onun.
Hey, Bev.
Is he gone?
No, I'm still.
Stop. Stop.
I just hope we don't
Taxi
act
driver, stop.
like this foolish in the
Stop.
debate.
Lan
İn
silahım
sık şu
yok
orospu
yanımda.
çocuğuna. İn sık. Yok mu?
Silah yok yanımda şu an.
Stop.
İn lan
Like,
araçtan.
think about something you
Car
can talk
down, car
about
down,
Leave
car
car
down.
bro. Leave
and just
car.
throw him off. Like, if he's like I said, bro, this is
Bruh.
his first time. He's literally prepared everything he's gonna say. So the only way you're gonna win is by throwing him off
Bro.
completely
Bro,
and
calm
talking about
down.
something he didn't ever expect to talk about.
Maybe we can ask him the same question he asked you. Is the horizon a straight line or a curved one?
Right, and I think that Bev should take the approach of saying it's a fucking triangle. Like it sounds retarded, right? But you win the whole debate by doing it.
I'm not too sure you have the right idea of what a debate is.
I
there,
think you
Branch.
got it all as backwards,
Yeah.
Branch.
I mean, I'm pretty sure flat Earth is just about saying stupid shit and making the other person just.
Well, why do you keep bringing up flat Earth? What's that
Wait,
got to do with
is this not a
anything?
flat Earth debate?
What?
I thought that was a flat Earth debate you're doing.
No,
No, what's the debate about?
it's about whether science depicts one thing or another. False dichotomy, right?
Yeah. Do you believe that the Earth has a shape?
Wait. So this isn't something about flat Earth, but the question is whether or not science depicts a flat Earth.
No, it's whether science depicts a flat, non-moving, or a spherical rotating better. Which one? But in order to do that, you need to know what science is. Don't you? And then you need to know.
You're gonna walk in. You're gonna say, you know what? Can you describe science? And that's gonna be your first 10 minutes. Then
No,
what?
It's a debate.
Yeah, you have to
Branch.
agree to terms first.
You don't know what a debate is, do you?
I mean, are you not
You
going to
should,
talk
you
about
should
the
listen in.
definition?
Listen in. You might learn a few things tonight, Branch.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, bro, you're way smarter than me, so probably will.
I hope he's a bit more knowledgeable than you are. It seems like all of that time that you've been and had your discussions within all of these chats seems like it hasn't helped you, Branch. Don't think you've learned anything, have you? It's like you've learned how to be like a
seriously,
sophist
bro,
and not answer questions.
Do you think I came to flat Earth fucking rooms to learn shit?
Flat
I
Earth.
came
Like you
to
keep
flat
going on about flat Earth.
It's a fucking joke, brother.
Uh-huh. Why you keep bringing it up then? Why's that?
Because it's fucking funny.
What's funny? The thing that you're...
The whole fucking flat Earth shit is funny.
Why are you bringing that here, is what I'm asking.
I don't know. I just came in this room to talk. You the one that started questioning about the fucking shape of the Earth, and
No, I didn't ask
No,
you
no,
anything
no,
about
I
the
think-
shape
Yes,
of the Earth.
yes,
No.
yes,
We
that's
asked you
exactly
about
what I
your
did.
opinion on the shape
Bev-
of the
Bev-
horizon.
Bev-
Is it
fucking-
straight
Bev-
or curved?
Bev set up this fucking live stream, and he's like, you know what? Let me fuck with Branch. He can be my fucking warmer motherfucker.
No, we
That's
do
what he
this
thought.
every Friday, Branch. You came in here for this, didn't you?
You swear like I know what you do on a fucking Friday.
What?
You're not that fucking important, motherfucker.
But we do this every Friday. Every Friday.
All right, but today you're trying to use me as target practice. I don't appreciate that.
No, you were in here. We just asked you. We do. We ask loads of people these simple questions about things.
All right, then fucking move on and ask next, man.
All right. So how do I live with the contradiction? Stuff like that. See, Bev even asks me the hard questions, Branch. Don't be so dumb.
Perfect example, though, Branch, of you not really of being able to communicate, even though you've been in like chat rooms that are meant to be communication things. And you say you go in there for a laugh, but
Honestly,
is it really funny?
I'm trying to order me some more beer and a pack of cigarettes. So shut the fuck up for a second and talk amongst yourselves.
Trying to order it.
Seriously, man. Can you guys talk amongst yourselves without bringing me in the conversation for a second?
All right.
Thank you.
Sure.
Keep him muted.
Yeah. I was just going to do that. Thank you to whoever did that.
Yeah. Brilliant.
That would be our pleasure, Branch. Thank you so much for the engagement.
Yep. And I know that this server does tend to have some spicy language from time to time, but I will say it is interesting the people that come in where, effer or mother effer is every other word. And that might be cultural, don't know, but it's just interesting to me. At the same time saying, yeah, I don't give a shit about the definition of words.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe branching out the vocabulary would be a good idea.
We do have the rule, Emma rule, the don't drink in Discord.
Yeah, bad idea.
Branch seems to break that all the time. But we make allowances for all. It is free for all.
Doesn't it also strike y'all as odd that his avatar is a troll doll?
Yeah.
And the name of the troll doll, that my kids watch these troll cartoons, that troll
Rob,
to be a troll.
Rob dropped the punchline. You dropped on the punchline, Rob.
What?
You said the troll, and then you dropped out.
Oh, yeah, the troll's name is Branch.
Ah, there you go. That was the punchline.
Like, cause my kid watches that troll cartoon, so I know that the troll's name is Branch, and he comes in here, not with his name, not with a name he thought of, but with the troll's name. So stick that in your pipe, small kid.
Not to take things off topic, but I wanted to ask Kevin a question.
Yes, sir.
Before he gets mute capabilities in Discord.
I already have them. I have them now.
Oh shit! So I have to be careful now. Huh? Are you familiar with the AWS terms of service? That one anomaly in one of the sections of their terms of service. Have you seen this?
I have not seen this.
You write contracts, you said, right?
I do, yes.
Well, when you have the chance, go to AWS. It's a subsidiary of Amazon, I believe.
Amazon Web Services. Yeah, I know it well.
Yeah. Okay. And go to their terms of service and look up 42.10.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you what it is, and give me your opinion on it.
Okay.
Okay.
I will.
I've been meaning to ask you that for a long time, and I keep forgetting. So
I'll look into it and get back to you.
Okay, appreciate that, man. Thanks.
All right.
I think I already know what it is.
I think you probably do, Bev.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I have her. All right, I just looked it up.
Yeah.
I think I have heard of this. This is the zombie thing.
Yeah.
And they just updated their terms of service, and they got the CDC mentioned in there. Now, if this is like some, whatever, wouldn't the CDC call them and say, "Hey, you got to take our name out of that"?
You would think, right?
Yeah, this is so curious to me. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I would say that the claim could be made that the zombie apocalypse is already here.
Yeah.
But Kevin, you write contracts. Can they legally put that in there?
Sure, you can put anything you want in a contract. It's up to the schmuck who you give the
Signs
contract to
it.
take it out. That's the thing about contracts, man.
All right.
You can put anything you want in a contract. If
Are
the
you
schmuck,
saying that
if
the
schmuck
contract writer could have put that in as a bit of a joke and they just didn't
Absolutely.
change it?
Absolutely. In fact, I
actually-
have known contract writers who have put stuff like that in, saying, let's see if they get to the end of the contract,
Yeah.
if they actually read every word, because if they do, they should call this out. And
But
you'd be
is-
surprised how few people do.
Isn't it curious that no news organization, anything like that, has written an article questioning this or nothing? There's nothing. No one. I mean, and you think that would be something that would be worth a discussion?
Well, I'm not sure that's because they didn't know about it, don't care about it, or they're friends with Amazon Web Services. I mean,
Yeah,
you can
exactly.
pick and choose, right?
It's
Any
just
of those.
it's really curious.
Yeah. But
Thanks,
I would
guys.
say that the I think they can make that claim right now, that the zombie apocalypse is happening right now.
I agree.
Just the zombies aren't what you thought they were.
It could be them trying to get people to mention their name all the time.
Could be. Could be
I love it.
brilliant marketing. Spot on. Is that what you're saying? I can agree with that.
I wonder what it was specific to the lumber yard too. That's curious as well. Well, appreciate you guys talking about it.
Yeah. Interesting little tidbits like that are always fun to. And here come the zombie.
Yeah.
In the live chat.
Right. It doesn't take long, right?
No, they're gonna come.
Guy, can I throw you guys off? You don't know what to talk about now? And Bev, I think you should take Branch's advice on what to do on the debate, because you know he's on your side. So I'm sure it's just good advice.
Well, Branch has got a lot of experience, like I say, in these, I don't know, debate rooms or Discord chat rooms.
Or let me start calling them quarreling rooms.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
maybe
I don't know
dueling
what
rooms,
they are,
something like that.
really. I mean,
Yeah, they're
if all they've got is people like Branch and, you know, what are they?
they're not debates, that's for sure.
It would be good to have a, like we've been saying, to have a proper, structured, with no shouting at each other or people trying to confuse each other about different things. I mean, it's turned into sophistry, really, hasn't it?
It has. And actually, we could do that. I mean, we could do that with the people that hang out on this Discord. If a couple people want to take, if anybody's interested in what a real debate is, if a couple people want to take different sides of a topic, we could do that one night, maybe on a trivium night or something, since it has to do with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And do an actual debate so people can at least see what a debate looks like. A real debate, one where you're not yelling at one another and ad homing each other, and you have a real open. Each person has an open. Each person has a rebuttal. Maybe a question and answer period. A real debate. A lot of people might find that boring, though. The quarreling is much more dramatic, isn't it? Than the ad homs.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're a piece of crap. This, and you're a jerk. That
you can imagine winners and losers, and.
But how many years it can be interesting? This is all the same for years.
Yeah.
Maybe some change, just for a change.
Yeah, just a little bit, injecting a little bit of it in there, I think. I mean, obviously, these sort of things don't happen overnight, and nobody's going to change overnight, but it would be good to see a little bit of information be able to be exchanged within these things?
You know what's funny about Branch?
Nothing.
I know. He comes across as a troll and somebody that's dumb, right? That's all an act. I caught him once talking normally. Believe it or not, you're not gonna believe why I'm gonna say this. He's actually an intelligent dude. He knows his shit. I heard him talk about chemistry and atoms and stuff. This is all an act, 100, and he'll admit it. He'll admit it himself.
I believe it. That's also very sad, in my opinion, because much more value in the intelligence part than the troll part, I think. But like I've said, right? Like I said with the whole debate, quote unquote debate, right? Is people like the drama. They like the ad homs. They like the yelling. They like the screaming. They like the putting of people, putting the other people down, so you can feel like one team won and the other team can get upset and yell back, and then they feel like they win. It's where the drama is, right?
Yeah, I asked him once straight out. I go, look, dude, I heard you. What's wrong? Why don't you? He says, I like doing this. I do this for fun.
Yeah, you hear that a lot of them that say that they only come here to take the piss out of people, and they do it for a laugh, which is
it's
strange.
like a hobby to them.
Yeah. Like not answering, is this a straight line or a curved line?
He knows what a horizon is. He knows what a straight line is. It's a troll.
To be fair to Branch, he did admit that he was bullshitting.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, he'll tell you straight out. Yeah. But I just want to let you know he's a smart dude. Underneath all that is one smart dude. It's weird the way people. Yeah.
Since we're talking about him, do we want to bring him back? He's on server mute because we.
Yeah, bring him back. Bring him back. You're gonna see. He's gonna agree with me.
There you go. He's back if he wants to be.
Branch, do I speak the truth?
He may have stepped away. He was looking for his cigarettes and a beer, which, minus the cigarettes, I don't blame him. But
some people like doing that. They like trolling. It's like, I don't know. You like playing pool with your buddies. Some people like trolling.
Well, we can get to something a little more serious. See if we can give Bev a little practice thing here. Balanced Truth has a question in the live chat. Says, does science prove a straight line? Does science prove a straight line?
I would say
this is definition.
Yes.
So,
hang on, but if you ask a Glober, science doesn't prove anything.
Yeah, the proof is within geometry. So.
And they would say mathematics. They would say.
Yeah, I think you'd have to say mathematics, wouldn't you?
I would think.
Yo, SE, why you calling my bluff, bro?
What's up, bro?
No, I mean, like, it's pretty obvious if I walk in a room and name like Branch that I'm not here to talk about science.
I know that, but I'm just telling them you're one smart cookie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I try not to be, though.
I know, that's what puzzles me. Yeah, I don't get it. But hey, if that's your game, if that's your, I'm not going to judge.
I actually find it super annoying, right? Like the whole Globers, like at least in Gem Panda's room, right? It's like there's this notion where Globers want to be the smartest Glober in the room. And they want to fucking talk as much science as they fucking can and be the one who's always correct about science. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I heard you a couple of times set him straight. That's what I'm saying. I'm going, oh, Branch There's two sides to branch.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
So what? You took chemistry or something like that?
Chemistry and physics.
Yeah, yeah.
At school? Or at college? Or at uni? Where is it?
In preschool.
Nice.
Teacher was hot.
That'd show why you're putting all of the Globers to shame.
Honestly, like preschool knowledge is all you need.
I'm sure Branch could play the flat earther and ruin those guys in gems. I'll put money on it.
I should do
Branch.
it. I should get a voice changers going there one day.
Well, the one you have now is breaking up a bit, no?
I mean, like it's not hard to get a voice changer, right?
You can get it easily, software.
Yeah.
So the atom branch. What the hell? Why do you think they left the orbital model and went to the cloud probability bullshit?
The models aren't different.
What?
They're not different. Like, are you talking about like the structure of the electron in
Yeah, not the structure, the explanation of it.
Are you talking about just the atom or in a crystal? I'm confused.
Well, we have the nucleus, right? And we have the orbital atom, what they used to say, right?
This an orbital atom?
Sorry?
Yeah, it's like one set of two and then the rest are eights. Twos and eights.
I think it was like planetary model. I think it was Planck, this guy in 19th century.
Oh,
invented
wait.
that.
Yeah, nobody thinks of it like that. Okay. Like if you actually look at the orbital cloud of the electrons, right? That's a probability diagram. So it's not necessarily like the actual shape of the atom. It just shows you the probability of where the electron can be.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't know right, at any given moment. Is that correct?
It's a it's a probability of just where an electron can possibly ever be.
That's right. Yeah.
Probability distribution, you mean? In space?
Yep. Yep. It could be at any. They don't know where it is at any given moment. The new model, but they can give you a probability. That's what they say. It's all bull, but that's what they say.
Speaking of bull, has anyone ever seen one of them atoms? Keep looking for them. I can't seem to be finding any.
Look behind under your seat in your car. Lots of atoms under your seat.
I don't see them. I just see my seat though. I do see that one.
You'd be surprised how many atoms are under your seat in your car.
Well, I would be surprised if I was surprised.
So why do you think they changed it, Branch? You have any ideas?
I didn't know they changed it.
You know they changed it from the orbital to the cloud.
I mean, both models still make sense to me. Like, I don't think they changed it. It was just two different ways of describing it. Like
So when you
one's more visual, right? Like it shows you the actual shape of where the electron could possibly be, right? And that's kind of what the shape of the atom would be, right? But then the orbital thing that helps you like understand the reactivity of that element. I don't know. It's just they help in different ways.
so when you say they make sense, can you give a couple of examples? I mean,
So
what is it that?
So like okay, so let's say I see an orbital diagram, right? And I see there's I don't know, there's 7 electrons in the outer shell. Right? Then I know that's a fucking extremely reactive extremely reactive element. If there's 1 electron in the outer shell, then it's also going to be extremely reactive, right? So basically, if there's 1 electron in the outer shell, it means that this guy is going to be like, you know what? I don't like this guy. He's the only guy in my outer shell. Someone take him. Please take him.
Do you ever see that 1 electron in the outer shell? For you
Yeah.
to be able to see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's like an electron
I mean,
on the outside
I
of the atom, right?
I didn't just see it. One of them sent me an email once. That's why I know they're there.
Okie dokie. So you don't really see them. So you saying when you see it.
You're talking about the interpretation, that the interpretation of matter being made out of fundamental units.
You see, that's why I don't like talking about this stuff.
No, bro, why? You're doing good. This is interesting stuff.
But now the conversation
You're
is
doing
annoying.
You're veering it off course, bro.
No, it's just okay. Do you see it? Like, what does that even mean? Okay.
Yeah, they're asking you if it has been filmed. Has the electron been filmed, been witnessed, been viewed? That's all they're asking.
Well, no, I'm asking it for Branch. Branch said if you see it. So I'm asking him, has he actually seen it?
Right, and I already told you they sent me an email. It was a selfie, so I didn't actually see it, but I did get a selfie. The electron took a selfie. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, was it with an electron microscope?
No. It was with a cell phone.
See, he can't show too much, you know. He can't reveal, but you guys got a taste of him. You see, he knows his shit.
Well, he knows enough to back down from making statements that he can't prove, right? At that moment, it turns into
I don't know,
troll.
you know what really sucks is when like you want a beer because like I've been drinking, right, but I ran out of beer, which is why I'm pretty sober right now. And it really sucks balls when you're out of cigarettes.
I thought you ordered some.
I did.
So is it one of those two interpretations that sounds more convincing than the other to you regarding the?
They're both correct.
So I have a question. Why doesn't the electron escape or go into the nucleus? What keeps the orbit steady? Well, according to the old model, that is.
So there's states, right, for electrons. And that's kind of why you see all these different lights, like how we can tell the makeup of stars and all that shit, right? Like they can move up and down if they get excited.
You see, he knows his freaking shit. He's describing atoms getting excited and while releasing energy, leaving off light. Correct?
And stellar spectroscopy also.
That's what he's leading to. Yep.
So I'm pretty sure he knows the laws of motion of Newton too.
He knows all this shit, man. Branch could be on any flat earth team and debate a baller right now. He knows all this shit.
I do, man, and that's kind of why people in gems don't like. They used to get pissed because like they'll be saying shit, and I'll be like, "No, motherfuckers, you're wrong, completely wrong." And they don't like that shit.
Well, Branch, did you remember this one time where who was it? This Rampas, he kind of told an astrophysicist off, like he told him off. I can't seem to remember the name of the astrophysicist. It's the one that was at the Fight the Flat Earth show.
Musa, George Musa.
Right?
Musa, yeah, George Musa. Thank you. So Rumpus expressed his own public opinion as to what Musa, which is like a near pensionist, veteran, seasoned astronomer,
He writes
should
for
or
the
shouldn't say.
American Physicist magazine or something like that, I think.
Yeah, he's a celebrity, and
Was
Rumpus told him off,
Was he right?
No, none of them were right, but within that context, well, depends on what you mean right. I mean,
Was Rumpus more
is-
correct than the physicist?
well, Rumpus's angle was to moderate things Musser would say, just so that someone that attacks the heliocentric spinning ball cosmology has less hooks, has less of a handle to attack it. You see?
Yeah, I don't know if that means it was right. It's just, again, I'm pretty sure I need to get the gist of the entire conversation, right?
Yeah. Well, the reason I'm saying this is because just a short while ago you kind of protested about the nonsense and the method that you
it's
hear.
not that. It's not that. It's like, physics is weird, right? Sometimes there's different explanations that can explain a phenomena, right? And it's not that one's wrong. It's just there's another one that's better, if that makes sense. Like I used to do this a lot with George, right? I used to call him out all the time, right? And be like, "No, fuck you, George, you're wrong." And it was the weird thing is, me and George actually became really good friends.
You and who? Sorry.
You know George Hannock? He actually died just a couple of days ago, but like, George Hannock? No. Did you know that SE George passed away?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. I heard about it, yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up. But no, it's weird shit. Like, I would never expected to be cool with George. Like, so I used to just enjoy fucking with him. But he respects that. Like, he was like, fuck, this motherfucker keeps calling me out. You know what I mean?
Where I'm going with this is that I'm not convinced that at GEMS or whatever, I don't think that their priority is to get the ball story right. Because if that was their priority, they would welcome someone like you that knows the Big Bang cosmology and whatnot.
Like, for a lot of Globers, right? It's just become annoying to debate the flat Earth.
There's
So
no debate.
exactly,
What
it's
debate?
no point debating it anymore.
There is no debate, though, because
Exactly.
there is no
There is
argument.
no debate. The flat earthers are right.
No. There is no argument. The globe side cannot make an argument.
Yeah.
So there
But
would, there needs to be an argument in order for there to be a debate.
The flat earthers won.
I
The Earth
wouldn't say that.
The Earth is now flat.
It's not flat.
I mean, have you gone outside and taken a look? It looks
Yeah,
fucking
it's
flat.
definitely not flat, Branch.
Now, if you mean the ground, it looks level on a large scale, yeah.
Doesn't.
I mean, it's
there's all lumps and bumps.
definitely
So if you ever
curvy.
measure it, it's not level, right? Level is horizontal, but I mean the ground's definitely not level.
So what is it? What is it, Bev?
What?
If
What
it's
is
not
what?
flat. It's not flat. So what is it?
What, the land?
Yeah.
Measured.
It's measured.
Yep.
Okay. Is that the shape?
It would be the way it's been measured. Yeah, that would be the
So
most.
the shape is measured.
The best definition
So
you could have of
the
the
best way to
shape of
describe
the
the
land
shape
would
of
be
the
to
Earth
ask
is
the people that
measured.
measure it.
So we live on a measured Earth.
Yeah, all of it's pretty much been measured, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Would you agree that it has been measured?
I don't think so. I mean, like, I still find it weird that we fucking lost the plane in the middle of the fucking ocean, but like...
The what?
Remember that fucking Air Malaysia flight we just lost? That shit fucking makes me think, like, what the fuck? Is it measured?
What happened to the GPS?
Exactly. Like, they...
Funny, huh? They couldn't find, yeah.
How many of those? How many of them satellites does that one billionaire has?
That's new, though. What was it? Not Skynet. I don't know, whatever the shit that's called. Is it called Skynet?
He wants to put 4,000, I think, up there. Some crazy number like that.
And what is the count of the satellites in the GPS constellation? Allegedly, is it like 30,
24,
40?
I believe. 24, and at any given point, 20 are operative, something like that. Yeah.
It's weird, though. I always thought that the next tech...
And then there's the Russian one. That's just the American one. Then there's the Russian one.
And the European one. There's also a European one, isn't it? Called
I think so,
Galileo
yeah.
or something.
I think the Europeans have. I'm not sure about that one though.
I don't think it's needed.
What about the Chineses? Do they have their own?
I think they have their own as well. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure about that one. I know the Russians for sure and the Americans.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
If you believe in satellites.
But I mean, it's crazy. Why do we need all these different ones? Why don't they just all pay Elon Musk? Like, what's the point of having 12 different internet providers up there with everyone having 3,000 satellites each?
I don't know, free market competition.
Yeah, I don't even know how much is even freaking needed. Like, part of the problem with that type of tech is it's hard to get through walls and shit. You know what I mean?
What,
Like,
radio waves, you mean?
yeah, like you're gonna have to have like if you're, I don't know, in like a freaking, if you're in a high rise building and you're at the bottom of it, there's a good chance you may not get good coverage, right?
Yeah, there is radiation that can penetrate a considerable amount of stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, if you consider like there's regulations, right? They have to be within certain frequency, and it's the same frequency as GPS, and we know how GPS fucking works when you're in a fucking in a parking garage.
How does it work then?
It turns off when you're in a parking garage, doesn't
It
it?
doesn't work. So we know that it doesn't work.
Correct.
But I mean, there's ways to get around that. Like, honestly, I thought that the new network we would have is like, so you know how your Wi-Fi connection can also be a hotspot, right? I honestly thought that there would be some new type of network, which is it's more of a ground-based network where every cell phone will be a node, right? And so it's just everything. The internet is just shared between all phones. If does that make sense? Like
But
every
is
device that needs internet would also broadcast the internet.
isn't that how the internet works anyway? I mean, it's in order to get a computer or a device, in order to get it on the internet, you need to just connect it to something that is already connected to the internet.
Right, but what I mean is like, so my phone would not only be getting the internet from, let's say, my Wi-Fi, but it will also broadcast it to another phone, like my neighbor's phone. Let's say my neighbor didn't have Wi-Fi, then he could use my internet from my phone, right? And if you look at the number of devices out there, watches and everything, right? You end up with this network on the ground where everybody's always connected because there's so many cell phones and shit just everywhere broadcasting internet always.
Correct. And
I don't know. I think the problem is that Americans are just not cool with sharing your internet. Like they don't like. I mean, there's ways to totally segregate um your shared internet to your own internet, right? I think the problem was people are weird.
but isn't that a trade-off? What you say? I mean, then you would have to broadcast all the time, so then your battery would die earlier.
Right, but batteries are so much better today too.
I think they're crap, but each to their own.
You know your phones have that capability right now, right?
Yeah.
Hotspot?
Right. But it'll be different though because when you do hotspot, it's a super it's not secure, right? And,
No, you can make it secure. You can put in a password.
no, it's just it's a different type of security, bro. Like, um, It would have to be like there would have to be some type of chip in the Wi-Fi that completely segregates that shared data.
I'm sure they can do it.
Yeah, actually, it probably doesn't even need to be a chip. I don't know, maybe.
Probably some code. You write a program.
But then you're gonna have through traffic, so that means that the antenna should broadcast more, which
Probably
means it will
every time you
drain the
use,
battery.
if you ever use code to do it, that's always hackable, right? You know what I mean? So that's why I was thinking it's probably better to have a chip do it. 'Cause then you can't really.
You're probably right about that. Yeah.
Who's gonna pay the electricity bill?
I mean, I don't think you'd be utilizing your Wi-Fi connection. I don't know.
Not the internet bill, the electricity bill.
I mean, it's just on,
You would need to broadcast. So if you need power to broadcast, right?
Yeah, but we're not talking
How would
about.
you do that?
I don't think the money is not a problem. I think, like what Essie said, the bigger problem is battery life. I mean, it didn't happen. That was supposed to be like that was shit that people were talking about a while ago. And then, 5G happened, and I think they were talking about that could possibly be the next 6G type of shit. But like, I guess we'll see. Maybe it'll be around one day.
So, Branch, if satellites aren't real, how are they pulling this off? How are they? We know it's undersea cables, right? 99% of the internet. So how are they scamming the GPS? How do you think they're doing it? I'll tell you how I think after.
I mean, I guess what you're asking me is like, if it was a scam, how would I scam it?
Yeah. What technology, known technology, can you use to mimic what they say is GPS?
So GPS is basically just timestamps, right?
Basically, yeah.
And then whichever device you have has a known location for those timestamps. So I guess I don't know. The hard one is like those TomToms and shit, right? That have no internet and it's totally standalone. The only
Have you heard of the
only
LoRaN system?
because it's totally easy to fake if you have internet, right? But like those.
Yeah, of course. But have you heard of the LoRaN system?
I'll be back.
Delivery for Mr. Branch.
The cigarettes and the beer.
So if GPS is a timestamp, what's it all about the positioning? Is it not about location? I don't say it's got much to do with time. It's got more to do with location than
Everything to do with, yeah. Because all this, the supposed satellite says, "Hi, I'm here."
I think you should also have a receiver with. Oh, excuse me. I think the receiver should have a high precision clock or a stopwatch or something. Isn't that how it works?
Well, the precision is in the fantasy is on the satellite where they have their cesium clocks.
No, I mean the receiver. the receiver needs to have a reliable time measuring reference.
You would think so, right? Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe not. Maybe it will just I don't know, subtract, because I mean you could triangulate, couldn't you? You would get the, so if you can see 3 towers, say, or 3 beacons,
Yeah, you
and
can
they're
definitely do that. Yeah.
yeah.
That's how
So
GPS works. 3 mobile towers pinpoint where you are.
yeah, maybe you don't even need to carry a clock action if you can read the, if you know the ID of the tower.
Well, your
and the
phone is a
location.
clock, right? Let's not forget what our phones are now, right? They're all these things.
Yeah.
Like
Back in the old days, they would have a crew member to flip the hourglass. So they would yeah, that was like a shift within the ship. You were the hourglass flipper, because you couldn't like carry a pendulum based clock with you, because the ship sails, so it goes up and down and left and right, so the clock would not function correctly. So they they had a guy in a funny costume, like flipping the hourglass, and then they would know what's the time in Greenwich. And they would flip some pages and take some sighting, and at least that's how the story goes.
Yeah, but yeah, that's very interesting, definitely. But I wonder how many people know about the LORAN system, what
I
they
do.
used before GPS. Yeah. I
I've
still
got
think they
a
use that.
I've got a satellite dish, right, like it's a little bit over that way, and I'm receiving television signal from my neighboring country. And guess where that satellite dish is pointing to?
Let me guess, straight up or to the other side?
It's pointing directly to my neighboring country.
Okay, good one. Yep.
It's like maybe it's
I would
like
have never
tilted.
guessed that.
Say again?
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I said I would have never guessed that.
Yeah, it's pointing like it's maybe 5 degrees off the level, 10 degrees off the level. So it's almost pointing at the horizon, towards the direction of my neighboring country, where their broadcast gear is located at.
Funny that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this LORAN C, it's more reliable than so-called GPS because it can see through clouds. As a matter of fact, China is bringing it back. Well, I don't think they ever got rid of it, but they're saying that China is now they have LORAN C, I believe it's called, and they're doing all of China apparently with this.
It can see through clouds. I mean, not all clouds are the same. I don't think I'm convinced that it can really see through all clouds. But I mean, I don't know, of course.
Well, it's just it's a different signal. It's not. It's a stronger signal. It's Like right now, your phone, right? You can be in a basement, you can be through cement, and it'll work, right?
Yeah, well, not too much of concrete, but yeah, if it's not too much, yeah.
Yeah,
But I
and
do
the
have
5G is better
places.
for that.
Say again?
The 5G is better for that, but it only
Yeah.
goes short distances. So there's like trade-offs, right? That's what I'm trying to say.
It also
But-
cooks chicken.
Yeah, but the Loran C, one of the things about it is that it can go through clouds. So, like some people that have Dish Network, when it's cloudy, they can't catch it, right?
Yeah.
Well, apparently with the Loran C, that's never an issue.
So maybe they'll stop missing planes. That will be the day.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, there's alternative technologies that a lot of people are not aware of, and they were widely used. Like before GPS came out, ship navigation was using Loran C, and a lot of militaries still use that. The enemy can't cut it off. If you're using GPS, right? The enemy could cut it off at any time. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, who do you think controls the GPS that you're using right now? The United States military.
Yeah, I think it's a US. I think it's a US invention. But I'm not using GPS. Like I don't have a GPS receiver or anything. I think it's just the phone triangulating its position from the cell phone towers that it sees.
I agree with
I think
you,
this
but
is how.
I agree with you, but the United States could turn that off at any time with a switch of a button.
The cell phone towers.
The GPS part of it.
Oh.
Now,
I
we
think
say
the
it's
cell phone
cell
towers
towers, they say it's satellite, whatever it is, that when you put on maps and you navigate, that's controlled by the US military.
Yeah, they're pretty good at inventing stuff, aren't they?
Yep.
I saw a very good documentary the other day about what I call true space exploration. It was back in the 50s. It was the United States Air Force Stratospheric program. So there was this revolution with some newfound material for the skin for making balloons to fill them up with lifting gas. So suddenly they had a reach that they never had before, and there was some one of the personnel there that he was the guy that was like test driving every new tech that had to do with fighter jets. And well, he's presented. Maybe he was. I mean, I've got no reason to doubt it. But he's presented as being very noble in the sense that he would rather take the beating by test driving the systems himself, because he was himself an experimental jet pilot. So he would be one of the first, if not the first guy to try and fly every new flying machine, every new jet aircraft, and try out every new rescue system.
Dude, that sounds like an awesome fucking job.
Yeah. He got like, he's the guy that he made this huge like rail. So there were like rail tracks on the ground, and then he had a seat that would lock with that rail, and then he chucked some rockets on the back so he could accelerate and then decelerate really fast so that he could mimic the G's that someone would feel if, for example, they had to eject at full speed or something. So he got broken ribs, his eyes were, he lost his vision for like a week, and
that shit is not easy on the body. Like that ejecting shit. Like, people, if you do eject out of a jet like that, right? Usually you come off for like a little bit shorter because it compresses your spinal column that much.
Yeah. One of the things he was trying, one of the things he was working on was a system that could safely eject you. I mean, they were literally trying to see if, according to the documentary, if it could ever be done. A system that would eject the pilot at nearly supersonic speeds. Well, anyway, it's a very interesting documentary. It's called, the documentary is called Project Man High, man as in man and high as in high. And it was, he was also one of the guys that went into a capsule. Like they when they first sent the balloons up there, they said, okay, I mean, we need eyes, we need human eyes up here. And they started trying to figure out how they can actually, send the human inside a capsule and then retrieve them safely, right? So I think they went as high as 100,000 feet. I may be wrong on that one, but I think that they really went really, really high.
But
like that was a man. For like 30.
Speed is the biggest problem. Like, I don't know. Like, okay, so I'm confused. Like, today when we have these fighter jets and they can go like 7 fucking Mach and shit, right?
No, that's too fast, I think. But
I don't know. Well, whatever the fastest one is, I don't know. So, what's the fastest one? Like 6 Mach, 7 Mach? I thought it was 7.
I think it's like 2 point. I think it's 2 point. Well, the fastest one they openly speak about is something like 2.5. I think.
2.5.
This blackbird.
2.5 would be what? Like 650? Is it 650? What's the speed of sound?
Well, it depends on the altitude, actually.
Oh.
But over here,
we're talking about what? Maybe 1,500 miles per hour, right?
Yeah, like faster than a bullet. Yeah.
No. It's not that fast.
No, like what? 10,000?
What exactly is the question? The breaking the sound barrier? Is that what you guys are talking about?
He hasn't formulated it.
The fastest jet.
Oh, the fastest jet. Oh, the SR-71 Blackbird. They say, yeah.
Yeah. 2.4 maybe. As you said, something like 1,500 miles, perhaps an hour. What about it?
Yeah, what about it? Who brought it up?
Branch. So anyway, I'll carry on with this story until he comes back. So they did like they already from the. Oh, he is back. Already from the first mission, there was budget cuts. So I think they flew the last balloon that was their third and final manned mission in was it 57, 59? I don't really remember. And then the NASA clowns took over So whoever these NASA clowns are, they could literally order United States Air Force to step down and seize all activities regarding stratospheric, balloon flight, balloon manned flight.
Makes a lot of sense. And then they took over. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they started the clownery with a so-called Mercury program and whatever. So, but it's like a magic trick. I mean, I don't know how they did it. I mean, there is some trick in the hierarchy, because someone told someone to, hey, that program, you should stop that. That one program that is going to give the United States Air Force a unique and invaluable advantage over every other Air Force in the world. That one, yeah, you should stop working on it. But yeah, check out the documentary if you've got time for it. It's called Project Man High, and it's I think it's an eye opener regarding the stratosphere, balloons. How far can man really reach with technology and that kind of jazz? And the only vehicle capable of going the highest, I mean, it seems like it's the inflatable balloon, actually, the one with the lifting gas, from what we know, right?
How high did the Concorde go?
Not as high as a balloon. But I think it was flying a notch higher than modern days.
They didn't want the balloons, right? So
Sure, it makes sense. Look, if you want high ground, you have balloons, right? Why wouldn't you do it if you were the military? If you wanted to spy, if you wanted to send signals, right?
Yeah.
Why would you not do that? Why would you not take advantage of that?
I mean, it's full of balloons up there. I mean, I occasionally I capture some with my camera.
But what do you think? So you think all these balloons are some weird, like, psyop shit?
Have you seen the Google's Project Loon? LOON.
No,
Google Loon. I think you should check that out. It's
Are
pretty cool.
they trying to make an internet system using balloons?
They already have a few hundred balloons over the US, over the Atlantic. Over where I am, and they got like they got huge payloads. We got payloads in the of a couple of 100 kilograms each, and then they got this system where they carry with them a little bit of the lifting gas that they use, right? So whenever they want to lose altitude for whatever reason, to maybe catch some wind stream to go to a certain direction, they release a little bit of lifting gas from a valve, so they descend, and then they get carried by the wind to a place that the operator desires them to be, and then they use some of the spare lifting gas that they carry with them, and then they ascend again.
Yeah, they probably got a compressor on that motherfucker too, right? And there's probably panels on the top, and that way they can charge up the compressor.
Yeah, I don't think they even release the lifting gas. They're doing what you say, like they carry the compressor on them. on board. So you got, like, in this way you can have a constellation where, I mean, you're not going to have the same balloon over a certain location, but you will always have a balloon of your constellation, because they keep drifting, you see, but they catch pretty regular stratospheric winds, so they're kind of cycled.
What's
over-
Google doing with that shit?
I don't know. I asked them. They didn't tell me.
Did you Google it? 'Cause if
Yeah.
Google, or you just gotta Google it.
It's called Google Loon, LOON. You can also work for them, but you're gonna have to sign an NDA for that.
Yeah, I signed an NDA with them a long time ago, bro. I don't know if it still counts. It was for a different company that I was working for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's up to the judge if it counts or not. If they sue your ass.
So if you were a company, you needed a high altitude platform, would you pay 300,000 or 25 million? Let's say you had two salesmen at the door and they offered you the same service. 300,000 or 25 million, which would you choose?
25 million.
Yep, I thought so.
If you can't do it right. And you know, if you Google, who gives a fuck? That's fucking chump change to them.
Well, to be honest, I don't know, because they're kind of secretive with their economics, and they get. I mean, they're such a big companies that are of that caliber. They always get preferential treatment in terms of state dealing and tax, and I mean, and it also makes sense. I mean, I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. I'm just saying that it makes sense.
Nah, bro, they're not even like you'd be so surprised at the dumb fucks that Google hires, right? Like, so
Well, you can't be saying that.
I worked with Google on two different projects.
Yeah, but
right?
that sounds like an overall statement, and you can't be saying things like that, Branch.
It got so bad that my boss, right? She was like, you know what? I can't deal with this fucker anymore.
Talking about you.
She was like, hey, Branch, you need to handle all conversations with this guy going forward because I can't talk to him anymore. That's all right, whatever. It was like, it was so he wasn't dumb. He was just annoying. You know what I mean? Just like me.
You're annoying? You think you are annoying?
No, I'm not at work.
No.
But like,
you haven't met annoying.
oh man, and then like they're weird. Like they're not like what you would expect them to be. They're just they're a little bit like they're very segregated as a company, you know. And
Of course.
they they usually have like, you know, a couple of developers and usually a PM and a product manager, right?
And lots of lawyers, lots of them.
And that becomes like their thing, and it's like, I don't know, it's just not what I expected them to be.
What did you expect?
I thought they'll be like the top notch motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Not annoying ass bitches that you don't want to talk to.
Maybe you got unlucky in you. I mean, as Bev said, they employ hundreds, thousands of people.
Now the second one was good. Like this was
Yeah,
different.
there you go.
I got those motherfuckers to like come and do a whole presentation for me and shit for my customers and crap. And I didn't even fucking do the work they wanted me to work. Like, do. That was weird. And like, they just fucking agreed. They're like, yeah, sure, we'll come do it. They fucking gave this whole speech to like people and telling them this new tech that Google was coming out with and all this bullshit. And then I didn't even fucking do the work for them. So I didn't have time.
It's usually how it goes with big projects. I mean, you've got the code writing people that they're actually gonna write the software or whatever, but then there's a bunch of other people that act as interpreters and ambassadors, like because not everyone speaks computer,
That's
right?
my job. I'm the ambassador motherfucker.
Yeah, so an ambassador would be someone that can do both computer speech and marketing speech.
Yeah, product management.
Yeah, manager is someone that is typically placed into the job from his father or whatever and doesn't really do much. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
But like,
It happened.
product management is different. Like, technically, I'm not like product management. You don't have employees. You're not supposed to have employees. But I always had product owners under me, right? But you're not supposed to have that. Like, I had developers and all that shit under me, right? But like, that's not how product management is supposed to be. You're supposed to only give a fuck about the product. You're only the ambassador. And like you just said, it's all about marketing and dev. This is kind of boring. Like, I think what I was gonna say though originally was like, let's say you are flying at that plane we are talking about, right? Going at 2,000 miles per hour, whatever. If you did hit the ejector seat, wouldn't you get completely fucked because of the wind that just hits your face?
I don't think you can eject at that speed and survive, to be honest.
Yeah. So like, with that new shit you was talking about that this dude was working on, right? What do they do? Like, does the whole capsule come out? Like, does the whole cockpit eject?
I'm not sure.
Only way, right?
But it was just mentioned in the documentary with a few I think he got seriously injured actually from that one trick. I'm not sure that they actually did implement a system that ejects you when you're near supersonic. It's more like he was working on it, trying to see if it's feasible or not, what the dangers are, because it was something nobody ever tried before, right?
Yeah, I wonder if anybody's ever ejected going even Mach 1. That's like what, 650, right? 700?
Something like that, yeah.
I still think you get hit. Like, you're gonna decelerate so fucking fast. That's gonna be like about like what? Like, I would assume like what, maybe like 6, 7 G's of deceleration. just by the wind?
So the first Google hit here says that Air Force pilot Captain Brian Udell is one of the only pilots in history to survive after ejecting from a fighter at supersonic speeds. The force of air moving at more than 768 miles per hour on his body was so strong that it nearly killed him. But that's just, some headline I just found.
Yeah.
And they say October 2020.
They
October
said he's the only
20.
one that survived. So what about all the fuckers that died?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to say that in a joking way. I don't know. I think that I could see them making a plane that will work though. You just got to eject the whole fucking cockpit.
Yeah, probably.
You know, in 20, because when I was looking up that shit, like, so in 2029, we're gonna have supersonic flights for people.
Yeah, and in 2025 we're gonna have the first lunar base with permanent staff. And
The funny thing is, as soon as something opens up, on the moon, right, and some shit like that happens, someone's gonna have to make it some X-ray shit about it. You know what I mean? Somehow the porn industry's gonna have to get involved.
if as soon as something opens up in the moon, what do you mean, like a Tate or a McDonald's? What do you mean?
Yeah,
open up?
they're gonna end up having like some kinky hotel, like a porn. I don't know. I just think that as soon as that shit happens, there's gonna be some. I think Pornhub's gonna jump on it and just be like, "Fuck it, I'll buy up a hotel and people
Right.
just go and fuck."
So do you reckon that the moon is like a physical place?
Yeah. Let's get into that. You think people
that,
landed on the moon, Branch?
that you
Don't
can
be such a
step
troll.
on and
I do, guys. Like I actually have zero doubt that
Okay.
first of all, I have extreme zero doubt that it's a physical place. And then, I'm not gonna lie, that there is a chance that it was faked, but I don't think it was faked.
No, I'm not talking about the fake stuff. I'm talking about the moon that we see during the night, sometimes during the day. Do you think that this thing over there that we
Dude,
see,
okay. What
is it like solid? Can I walk on it and stuff?
What else could it be fucking be? Like,
My opinion is no.
Why? Why is your opinion no?
I don't see the moon as being a solid place that somebody can go walk on. Not at all.
What is it?
Pardon me?
What is it then?
I can't answer that question, obviously. But there's just too many things that are wrong.
You know how hard it would be to have an illusion up there like that? That'll be.
I'm not. It's obviously not an illusion unless everything's an illusion.
I don't know. I think it'll be so hard, right, to create that illusion. Especially if you look at because the moon isn't just. The moon has contours, right, and it has features. And no matter where you look at the moon from on Earth, right, those features are.
Sorry, say again. The moon has, you said, features, and you said some other word.
So regardless of where you look at it on Earth, right, those features correlate to where you're looking at it from.
Like how? What do you mean?
Like let's say some dude from Sydney and some dude from Johannesburg is looking at the moon at the same time, right?
Okay.
One person is gonna see the features of the moon
Yes.
from what is that, like the left side on, and the other guy's gonna see it from the right side on.
Are you sure about that? You're
Yeah.
talking about parallax.
I mean,
Can you
no, I'm
can you
not
show me that?
dude, that's not parallax.
It is. That's parallax. It's when you observe something that you see it from a slightly different angle. That's what you're talking about, right?
I guess, but that's not how.
Yeah. So you're
that-
saying that the dude from
He's only
Sydney
one.
will see. Say again.
Okay, whatever. Let's call it parallax. Fuck it, why not? But I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm 100% sure that someone from Johannesburg and someone from Sydney will see those features from different angles at the same time.
Can you show me that? What you just said?
Maybe I can't today, but maybe we should find some people. I mean, I know people in Australia.
So you're saying that looking.
Though. Do you know anyone in Johannesburg?
Yeah, maybe I do. But you are saying that
let's
when someone
take a picture of the moon at the same time.
Yeah.
And to see what it looks like.
To see if they will see the same or different features, or the same features.
One person can see the features from this side, and one other person can see from the opposite side, man.
You're very clever, because you dodged when I asked you. You said another word, and you used the word craters, but then you wrapped it up into features. So this tells me that this is not the first time that you've wondered about the features of the moon, right? I mean, I'm not criticizing you.
They are craters.
I don't know what they are.
Why would you not say the word crater? Like, they're craters.
I say they're lakes. Why are they not lakes by the same token?
One caused by water.
Yeah, and so?
Whatever, man. They're features, right? Who gives a fuck?
Exactly. So, so those features that you say, if you can somehow demonstrate parallax on those features, I'm really interested to review this.
Do you know someone in Johannesburg? Or close? We need someone from South. I don't know if Argentina will work, but yeah, I don't think.
Why not? Why wouldn't it work?
I don't think you can see the moon from Argentina and Sydney at the same time. But I'm pretty sure you can see it from Johannesburg and Sydney at the same time.
What about Japan and England?
Work. We can get gin, and we know a lot of people from England. Bev.
But anyway, so there are these features that you mentioned, that you said that you are like 100% convinced and sure that they will display parallax. So other than that, is there any other grounds that you base this assumption of the moon being like a solid, physical, tangible entity or thing?
The whole reflecting a laser beam off it, but that's
Reflecting a laser beam. What's that? Sorry, you have to walk me through this.
They put reflectors. They put reflectors on it.
Who's they?
When they the Apollo missions.
The Apollo mission.
Yeah, they put a reflector on it and they left it there. So you can, and it's one of those reflectors that like, I forgot the name of it, but it's one of those that like, if you shine a laser at it, it'll shine it back at the same angle.
But isn't that true for almost every part of the sky? Like if you send some radiation up,
No, it's a special
you're gonna
type.
get some echo.
Like
You're gonna get some echo in your.
most
Say again?
reflectors, most reflectors will just shine it off at, the angle of incidence. Like, it will just shine it off at the same angle. Like in a mirror.
Yes.
But these are special reflectors that actually will shine it back to the same thing that shot the laser at it with, right? I forgot the name of it, but there's some weird name of reflector, right? And people have done it. Like I think you could probably do it with the right
A
equipment.
branch that special reflector should have a patent on it, shouldn't it?
I think
Why don't you get that? Why don't you get that patent? Bring that, and then we can look at that. And I bet you it's hogwash.
I would say that even if you get an echo, that's not a certainty that you got some solid tangible thing there.
It's called a retro reflector.
Yeah, retro it means back, so that's like saying the same thing twice. So it's a reflector.
Yeah, but
So-
retro. I think the reason for the retro is it reflects it back to the source.
Isn't that what a reflector does?
No, a reflector like if you shine a laser in a mirror, it's gonna go off it.
Yes, and the mirror. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's made out of like some vests that when you shine light on them,
Yeah,
like they shine back.
exactly.
But
I think that the yellow shit we wear, like to ride a bike with and that crap. I think similar tech to that. I think. Let's see. Somebody want to see a patent for it though.
somebody patented geometry.
And honestly, I clicked on the Google page and I was like, "Fuck this, can't be fucked. Go find your patent yourself, motherfucker."
So,
But
but what if you make like you get a piece of paper and you draw a vertical line in the middle, like you divide it in two parts, and you make a list on either side, and on the first list will be tangibles, and the second list will be titled intangibles, and then you start writing down shit, as you say, that are properties of respective properties of tangibles and intangibles, right? So, for example,
are you trying to ask me to make a list of this is why it's a globe and this is why it might be flat?
No. I'm trying to make you make two lists. With on one list will be the properties of tangible things, and the other list will be the properties of intangible things. And if you start writing stuff down, it turns out that the moon matches more of the intangible properties. For example, that's why I am not convinced that the moon is a tangible thing. Because I don't see things that I would expect to see. I don't get things that I would expect to get from a tangible thing, and I get things that I would expect to get from an intangible thing. You know, honestly, I don't know what it is, but that's how I mind fuck myself.
Do you think?
Sorry for the F-bomb.
Do you think you have the funding, or can get the funding, to do that laser reflection test? I think it'll probably cost about, equipment wise, I don't even know what's needed, right? I haven't even thought about it, but like, I would assume it's probably about, I don't know, maybe like $2,000 worth.
Is there still a debate tonight, or what's going on?
Yeah,
Anybody
that's
know?
what we're waiting for, man. Like, we're just passing the time till the debate.
Who's gonna win?
Bev's gonna win. I've already trained Bev up. He's gonna walk in and he's like, you know what? The horizon is a triangle.
What do you think this Ryan's guy's argument's gonna be?
Well, what do you think about that though? The horizon is a triangle, right?
There is no argument. His argument cannot be anything because there is no argument.
Well,
I mean, we can try and brainstorm right here, all of us, and try to make an argument for the globe.
This is his first debate. I guarantee he's got this shit written down. He's actually been sitting there studying all fucking debates.
What do the ballers have up their sleeve then? What do they got in store for Bev?
That's what I'm trying to tell Bev, is like, the way to knock him off is asking him some ridiculous shit that no flat earther has ever asked. Because that way he's not prepared for it. Otherwise, he's going to be prepared for every question Bev asks.
I think Bev only deals with the truth.
Bev is actually pretty good at like just narrating that conversation too, though. You know what I mean?
Do wedding? What did you say?
Like, he's good at doing what Bev does.
Yeah, he's not going to let them dictate the conversation. Bev knows how to handle himself.
Well, I think that, I mean, they're going to act squirrely because they don't know what they're getting into. I mean, Bev's going to do what he does, of course, and if he gets a chance to speak. I mean, how much do you think he's really going to get a chance to speak?
Well, that's a good point to ask, and I didn't even think about that.
This is the first time this dude's ever debated, right? So he's going to be a little shy.
Is there someone moderating this debate?
Reds is the moderator. How many people do you think are going to get involved, and how involved do you think Red's going to get?
Hey guys, like, did they read out super chats?
They claim that they may have disabled them.
Oh fuck! I found a way to do like 12-cent super chats, right? With a message, and so like I don't know, it's just fun to make people read fucking stupid shit out for 12 cents.
Right, I've got the StreamYards link. So I'll probably end this stream now and start the other one up.
Good stuff.
Okay, are you gonna post the link, Bev? And
yeah, the other one's already up. But yeah, I'll put it up. Yeah, I'll end this stream now. Start up the next stream, and then I'll go over